right, we're live. We're live. Hello.
How's everybody doing? I'm sure a lot of people are celebrating, and we heard a lot of celebration last night. We drove through the park on our bikes, and there was just a lot of happiness. And even the people who didn't exactly get their way, they must have picked up on all this excitement and happiness.
It was definitely a big shift in energy. I don't think, personally, I realized how heavy it was until it lifted. And so it was such a nice, especially after the past year that we have had, let alone longer than that, but the past year that we've had in the city is just so nice to have morale boosted and just this lift of energy.
We know we still have an interesting time ahead, but Donielle and I thought it would be a good time to reset, to exhale all the toxins from our body so that we have at least the potential to inhale, and we have this chance to inhale, to be the abundance, to breathe in the fresh and,
And new.
And the new.
Possibilities. Like make way for the old stuff to leave and the new stuff to come in. And yeah.
And it is in the exhale that we let go. We let go, and that moves from the head to our toes, where we inhale and where we can receive. So that's what our Yin Shin practice is about. And if you can just remind people what Yin Shin is.
Yin Shin. So it is the combination of Yin yoga, long held poses, working into connective tissue, and also compressing and expanding the energy lines in the body. It can be a lot. It is a static pose. It's not an active pose, and it's no muscle energy. And then we have Jin Shin that helps really move and open things up as well, that we've combined the two, and it's such a beautiful marriage of the two things. It's very effective.
So we're gonna practice two poses today. One is particularly for the exhale, so that we can let go completely, so that we can inhale. That's our second pose. Inhale and receive the new, and have some kind of a reset where we go back to this zero place, because we know we are a microcosm of the macrocosm, and whatever is happening with our individual body and our individual human beingness, it projects out to the universe and back and forth, back and forth. So it's really important to reset and start afresh. So let's go.
Awesome, let's go. So we are going to give you two different options for a forward bend. And the first of which is legs straight, and you've probably seen this in both an active and an inactive class. You're going to want to remove any extra flesh from your sit bones and then kind of wiggle your hips back so that you have a good rotation in your pelvis. No active legs, so really relaxed legs, and then you're just going to round forward.
Mm-hmm.
For the Jin Shin.
For the Jin Shin, we're gonna hold our big toes right at the pad of the toes.
So
this means victory, and that's what we wanted to celebrate today, is victory. It's right at the pad of the big toe. It is also where the exhale becomes the inhale, because the exhale moves down the front of the body to become the inhale. So you can go right at the pad, SEL7, or go right into the tip where the exhale becomes the inhale. So awesome. I'm going to use a blanket. So people can sit on a blanket.
Yes, totally. So Alexis is showing another option for you if you would like to do this diamond shape. That also works as well. And if you did want to get a little bit more into the legs, but it's too much sensation, you can always grab a bolster or a blanket and place it underneath your knees, and then reach for your toes. That's a little easier on your low back. I'm actually going to, having run a marathon last 2 weeks, I'm going to do this one.
I'm going to do this one.
Awesome. All right, so you're going to want to tuck your chin, relax your whole spine, round over your legs. Start to bring your breath into the back side of your body.
So this stretches our back muscles, and the bladder and kidney energy move down the back. The bladder flow in 3 lines, and the kidney flow very close to the spine. So you're helping the depth 4 level, which also harmonizes fear. So when the energy is able to move down the back in this case, because kidney and bladder move down, it allows for our exhale down the front. So just first stretch the back, allows for the inhale so that we can exhale. And by using the yin yoga and the jin shinjitsu, the breathing happens by itself. And holding SEL7 will just enhance it. So play around with it, go to the pad and then go to the tip. It's transformation from exhale into inhale. That is transformation right there, and it's at the tip of the toes, between the exhale and the inhale, that we are in a 0 place, and that is where healing takes place as well, this quiet place, this gap.
Take a scan of your body here. Notice if you are holding on at all anywhere, and see if you can bring your breath, focus it in on that sensation and let it go.
Also make sure your shoulders are dropped, that you're not lifting them and holding them. So the exhale allows us to let go completely. So we're emptying our mind in the letting go and the exhaling, letting go of all the built up from the past a while back, clearing our body, mind and spirit. You can also cross your hands if that's more comfortable. Holding SEL7 also clears the head, so clearing from head to toe.
Let's take about 5 more very connected, present breaths right where you're at.
SEL7 means stillness, because it's the moment where the exhale becomes the inhale. It also means victory, feeling victorious, being victory, and perfect life power. Allowing for the light to come in.
Alright, take a big breath in and start to come up slowly. Now if you're in Alexis's version, go ahead and take your knees and bring them together. You are in my version, you can pull your knees into your chest. We're all basically knees into our chest now. Hands behind you, and then just windshield wiper side to side. Awesome. How do you feel?
Feels great. It's intense.
Very intense. And the second pose we wanted to do with you today is a heart opener, and it's called fish pose. I am going to suggest that if you don't have a blanket or a bolster, I'll show you that version as well. But if you do, I'd rather you do this in a supported, very relaxed way. So the fish pose without a bolster or any sort of props underneath you is fingertips facing your hips, prop yourself up, you're on your forearms, heart lifts, head drops back. That can be a lot to hold for a while, so I do suggest, like Alexis has a blanket, it's folded in half the hot dog way, and then it's folded again and again and again to make it into a nice little, I guess it turns into a hot dog again. And you're gonna place that behind, basically at the bottom of your shoulder blades. Yeah, actually, let me move you up a little bit. So you put the blanket here, and then your shoulder blades are gonna go right off the edge of the blanket.
Like it?
Yeah. All right, legs extend out. Everything's relaxed. Heart's lifted up.
So for the Shin, I'm going to give you two options. One is holding your 15s, which brings in the joy and the happiness and the laughter. This again helps the exhale so that we can inhale, so it helps the receiving the abundance. Or, and I'm going to hold them right here, is SEL 4, which is the bridge. It's the bridge from unconsciousness to consciousness and back, weaving back and forth between matter and spirit and matter. And so again, that is transformation, allowing the transformation. And since we held the sevens, the toes, we can now hold the back of our heads, SEL4, allowing for the new and the abundance to arrive, the beginning of a new cycle, connecting us to spirit, resetting.
So just like we had focused our breath on the back side of the body, this time I really want you to focus your breath on the front side of the body, especially where you feel that expansion from your back bend.
So this really opens our heart where we can receive. And receiving has to do with the inhale. Feel this moment of quietness, emptying the mind. Observe the space between the exhale and the inhale. Resetting, going to a zero place. When we exhale completely, the inhale happens automatically. There's nothing to do, nothing to try. Just be the breath. place the right hand on your chest and the left hand below the navel. This will help to bring the energy down, to ground you back into your body.
You can stay here as long as you need to. If you're ready to start coming out, let's take another 5 rounds of breath together.
Feel the breath move in your left hand, in your lower hand, the one that's on the belly.
To start making your way out. You'll roll over onto your right side. For a few moments. Pause here. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out.
And your back scratching.
His most active time is during Yin Shin.
Right?
And when you're ready to come up, slowly start to make your way up. How are you feeling? Let us know in the comments.
Great. People often ask me about where I get my jewelry, and this is from She by Melissa B, and I always wear this. This is the Lotus, and it's very light, and I just think it's very beautiful, and also these foam bracelets. So I wanted to share that with you, and we'll put a link in the comment box to her website. If you want to treat yourself to some beautiful foam jewelry, or if you would like to buy something for the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
Right, and also this beautiful Buddha here. And
It's very pretty.
the wooden bracelet.
These
So,
are so pretty.
yeah. So, well, we hope you enjoyed today. And victory and celebration. Exhale and inhale.
Yeah.
Have a nice Sunday.
Namaste.